What is up? Um, just a quick update. It's been a while since I posted. I felt like it wasn't gonna matter if I didn't get any subscribers or any likes on my video, and after seeing that there's only been like a handful of people on one video and maybe a couple people, one being me, which is funny. That it wasn't gonna bother me, but it hit my ego just a little bit, but not a big deal. Anyway, so the update is I'm staying with a buddy. He was nice enough to let me sleep on this wonderful couch right here. You can tell I'm military. I can sleep anywhere. Um, Speaking of, I kind of made a comment. I'm trying to repost a video, and I put in. I'm still trying to figure out how to put in text on it, and it's not very successful. I'm gonna try to get with a guy that's in my class that he actually has a YouTube channel. His YouTube channel is Effit, um, and he's kind of encouraged me just have just post stuff on YouTube, and um, eventually someone's going to watch these videos. I don't know, they're kind of boring right now, until I have some better content. School's going well. It's only been a week. There it is again. It's gonna drive me crazy when I watch these videos and I see how many times I use that. I actually told Denver Vet Center that I've been plugging them away on my channel. I'm absolutely 100% in support of veterans who are struggling with any mental health issues to please, and especially if they're in the Denver area, to go there. If you haven't sought help, that is an outstanding place to go, to get with a counselor and meet with them on a weekly basis or however often you want to meet with them. They kind of leave it up to you, depending on the severity of your situation. When I first started going there, it was once a week, and then she kind of leaves it up to me if I want to show up, you know, every week or if it's going to be every 2 weeks. And I think she kind of gauges off of how well I'm doing. Here's my situation. I get in a good spot, and for whatever reason, I'm horrible. I'm absolutely horrible with taking this success and doubting it and self-sabotaging. I'm trying to get to a place in my life where when I start to feel that way, when success starts getting scary, for lack of a better word, I get past that and I deal with it, and I'm not afraid of it. I think a lot of it has to do with like a subconscious feeling of guilt, that friends of mine have passed away and I'm still here. And why am I still here and they're not? Uh, you know, I'm not going to care about the people. If anybody ever watches these and then they do actually comment, I don't want to. I'm sure they're going to be get over it. You know, suck it up, drive on. Um, I heard that my whole life in the military, and it worked in the military. Right now, I'm no longer serving. I'm adjusting to civilian life and making that transition. And it's different when you're the self motivator and you don't have, fellow veterans, brothers in arms, sisters in arms, your support behind you to kind of get you out of that funk if you ever get in a funk when you're in uniform. I don't have it as much here. I actually am lacking in the friends department, and that has a lot to do with um, the isolation factor of PTSD and not wanting to get out and be productive and do things. It's kind of hit or miss for me. Sometimes I am motivated to get out there and go on hikes, but I'm flying solo when I'm doing that kind of stuff. I feel like this is a good move for me, getting in the automotive industry, more specifically collision repair. I I want to get in the car scene. I want to go to car meets. I want to go to car shows, auto shows, whatever you want to call them. It's outstanding community. They are very. I've noticed just from watching other YouTube channels. I do subscribe to Adam LZ, TJ Hunt, Evan Shanks. And yes, I'm name dropping, but these are the guys I follow on YouTube. Have motivated me to want to follow this passion, and I see, when they actually do car events, when they're doing drift events, and when they actually do car meets, how supportive that community is, and I'm really craving that. So eventually, when I get to a point, right now I'm driving a Kia Optima, so at KDM life, whatever. I'm not. That's my daily. I want to get a car. If anybody out there that ends up watching these, or I'm hoping this appeals to someone and they watch my channel at some point. And I know I need to post more videos and have better content, but right now I'm just going with what I have, which is school primarily, and I'm trying to get a part-time job while I'm going to school in that industry, working, whether it's auto glass repair or working in a shop as an apprentice, whatever it may be. I want to get into that field and start, turning wrenches and actually doing my job and learning it while I'm going to school in the same. I eventually would like to have people comment, like, if they have a suggestion of a good project car. I don't know if I want to get into drifting or not. I'm kind of leaning towards that. I think it would be fun. I am an adrenaline junkie. I haven't been able to do a lot of things just because I guess it's really more that I don't make the time and I don't have the means to do things. I used to snowboard, probably not as much as I wanted to when I had a snowboard. So with that being said, I obviously don't have a snowboard or the equipment. Big bummer, but I love that feeling of just bombing runs and getting it in as many as possible. I like speed. I like to drive fast. That's why I think drifting appeals to me. Maybe it'll lead to something else if I get into drifting and it's just not my thing, or it is my thing and I want to move on to something else. Like, I've always loved watching racing, any kind of racing, whether it's NASCAR, Formula One, Indy. I love watching that kind of. When I was growing up as a teenager, I loved watching that. So maybe that's something I get into. I'm getting up there in years. I know it might not look like it, but I'm 43 years old. But I think I have the mindset that age is nothing but a number. I want to enjoy what remaining years I have left ahead of me, and that's. I am absolutely 100% when I say that cars are my passion. I want to get to know more about cars, and I want to share that. I want to share that passion with other people, and I want to, if I get to a point where people have questions about how to do things with vehicles, I want to be able to share that knowledge with them as well. I'm going to end it there. I just wanted to update. I'm still here. I'm still alive. I'm still breathing, and I'm actually, with the situation I'm in, I'm doing all right. I hope to get into my own place before the end of this month. We shall see. That is my goal. Before I leave, I also wanted to say, and I kind of want to put this stuff in here because it's kind of a video diary for me to remind myself of why I'm doing this. And I want to see the progress as the time goes by. But I have a 5-year plan right now, and that 5-year plan is to get through collision repair, which is a 13-month course, and each phase is 20 days long. and I'm gonna kick ass. I'm not gonna accept anything less than that. I'm gonna kick ass in this, and as soon as I'm done with collision repair, I'm gonna do the automotive side of it, and actually work on vehicles, engines, transmissions, whatnot. And I just want to be well rounded. I upon graduation from the automotive side, you know, I'm hoping that I'm still working in the industry. I am going to be working in the industry. I want to be working in the shop and get experience. I was advised not to work for a big company, but you know, that's undetermined. I really don't know how that's going to pan out. I was kind of focused on trying to get a job with Abra, but I was advised to get a job with a mom and pop shop. Whatever comes first, that's what I'm going to go with, and get the experience and get my hands dirty. And then, so with that being said, once I completed collision repair and automotive, my next goal is to be in a shop and get the experience for 3 years, and then the next 5 years is get more experience. And so my 10-year goal is to be able to say that I own my own shop and live my life, and live the dream. Is really, and mean it. And I know when I was in the military, people asking, "How's your day going? You know, how are things going?" And I would always, you know, and it's a typical response in the military is, "It's another day in paradise." And it's, you know, when you say that, when I said it, it was more facetious. It was just being a smartass, because maybe that day wasn't going so hot. But when I get to that point, my 10-year plan, and I own my own shop, I can honestly say I'm living the dream, and it is another day in paradise. So with that being said, peace out, and you're never out of the fight.